What and welcome to another video. Today, we are looking at something new. Now, something new is honestly really not new. It's been around for quite a while. And I apologize if I sound a little weird today. I am not very well. So, yeah, forgive me. Now, something new has been around for maybe 3 years now. It's gone through many iterations. Now, I would say that by far, this iteration is probably the best by miles. This is probably one of my favorite 120s in the game now, and honestly, there's not much to compare it to other than Igneous Hammer and maybe Criminals with Slideways. But I personally don't like Criminals. The model feels clunky to me, and this feels significantly better to shoot with. So, mileage might vary, but I think this is the better hand cannon. Now, one pretty cool thing about Celsius this year is we also got Compass Rose with new rules. So I've been trying out this Slick Drill opening shot rule too, which has been very fun. So, I don't know, the loot's good this year. The activity sucks, as per usual. So, good luck on getting your drops. One big tip is that the bounties have a potential to drop with extra perks, as you can see here. As long as you finish the chest piece, part of the armor quest. I believe that's the only requirement. You might as well finish it all while you're there, but yeah. Definitely do that, it'll help your grind, so I recommend it. Now for today's build, we're running Knucklehead Radar, and pretty much just mods to support the build. One important thing is you notice I don't have any handling mods. Anywhere. Now that's because I have a whopping 87 handling at base on my something new. And Slick Draw gives me 100 handling at all times on Compass Rose. So combined, my weapons basically have max handling. Now, targeting mods help with the ADS speed. It's like a slight multiplier. But yeah, it's really cool and it's really fun. Obviously, we're running Prismatic Hunter. It is the strongest class in the game. I think followed closely by Solar Warlock and then Titan Prismatic, but it's very, very good. For the super, obviously you're running Storm's Edge. We want to take advantage of the arc bonus. Gambler's Dodge. Okay, I'm a weirdo. I run triple jump everywhere. Strafe jump is better, but it's just a habit, and I've never gotten rid of it. We're running Snare Bombs because they're broken. There's no excuse, they're broken. So we're using those. Swarm Grenades, again, it's the best grenade on the class. I think Dustfields are a close second as well as Grapple, but they're very good still, even with the nerf. They're very good. Threaded Spectre, it just helps with dealing with shotgun rushes. It's pretty overloaded, honestly, with giving 3 fragment slots too, which boosts your stats, so you can swap this out, honestly, for Stylish Execution, which I did do when I was testing stuff. And you can run Stylish Executioner with the fragment that admits a suspending burst. Which one is it? I forgot the name. This one, Solitude. And you can use that to proc thing. It is good. But there's so many people who just seem to be suicide shotgunning in that Threat Inspector is just kind of broken. And then Winter Shroud, again, same thing. Very strong combination. A little too strong. And then the rest of the build is pretty much just like to boost the stats. One combination I'm doing here is Facet of Dawn with Facet of Hope. So you throw a Smoke Bomb, get Radiant, and then you get your dodge back faster. So, very strong. Knucklehead Radar is probably... Oh, it's tough, but I would say it's probably one of the best hunter exotics in the game, bar none. Obviously Zombies, great. Last exotic, very good. This is the one that I usually use for PvP. It's really good. But at the same time, this is really good. And you'll see in the gameplay, it's probably a bit overtuned. The wall hacks feel way too strong, and sometimes you have them when you shouldn't, which is definitely a bug. And honestly, if someone was looking at gameplay and they couldn't see the wall hacks, it would look like you're cheating. So, very, very strong. Obviously, we're running Hammerhead. It's the best comp weapon. LMGs are overtuned currently. They have too much ammo, and double damage perks means you could just economy. It's really good. Now, my roll on something new is not perfect. One thing that is a little problematic about it is I kind of got messed up on the magazine. Now, I did try running extended mag for the AE boost, as well as the extra bullet, but the reload speed is awful. Now, you could get around this by running the dodge on Hunter, or you could use something like Dragon Shadow, but I don't know, it just didn't feel worth it, and I felt like I had enough AE anyway with Icarus plus the intrinsic A from... Oh, go ahead. So my roll is pretty close. I really wish I had either Accurize here or Tac Mag, or maybe like Small Ball here. So I'm still hunting, but this has been pretty good, and I've used a fair few different rolls now. I've used a headstone roll with element capacitor. I've used snapshot PI. This is the best roll. These two perks. Now, one thing about the perks, which is interesting, is there's obviously, you know, you're sad. You didn't get the god roll, right? You're sad, right? But there's a couple little things to watch out for. So enhanced snapshot is a great example. It gives you +5 stability, which honestly is super useful. So I would keep an eye out for it. It's really good if you're playing on non-void or arc subclasses. Another perk that gives you extra stability for free is Headstone. And even Vorpal does, which this lets you 2-tap a golden gun. It's pretty funny. Enhanced PI is obviously the weapon's best perk. It basically increases your forgiveness back to not quite original 120 stats, but very close. And if you have Radiant, it just melts. You just shred people. It's an insane team shot perk. I think it's probably gonna get nerfed at some point, but right now it is the de facto 120 perk to go for. It's really strong. There's a couple interesting options here for PvE. You probably already see the demo Wellspring or the demo Headstone. Subsistence with extended mag is actually not too bad. Enhanced subsistence actually gives you extra bullets back on the magazine, so it's not terrible, but in higher end content it definitely falls off. I don't think Feeding Frenzy is worth it on a gun like this when Rapid Hit is in the same slot, so I think these combos for PvE are probably the play, but yeah, use what makes you happy. For PvP, To the Pain was an interesting perk. Unfortunately for me, I really don't like when perks go away when you store your weapon. So I don't like it, but it is actually quite strong. Element Capacitor is the de facto option everyone's going to go with. As you can see, the stats on this are insane, right? Enhanced gives you 55 handling. Or, this is another setup you can go for, especially on Voidlock. That 25 free stability, accurized, small ball, maybe do a handling muscle just to help out Ophidians. You stack on Ophidians, which is like what, 35 handling? And you have a pretty snappy 120 with insane stability and really good range. It's kind of nuts actually. Nadir Focus is also a really good origin trait. At max stacks, it gives you like 10 range. It also gives you bonus accuracy. So it's just really, really good. So On Voidlock, so you could do something like this. And then what I like and hunting for the most is this roll. So this roll gives you 85 handling, 47 stability, and 75 range. Now I'm pretty sure this isn't, yeah, so you actually 77 range and 87 handling because you get bonus stats for level 20. And then unfortunately on this roll, I think backup mag is the play because the base mag size is really brutal. I think this is probably the role to go for. But at the same time, like if you get the camouflaged, you know, you have more range. Corkscrew is really good too. Even fluted is good. You know, maybe you get fluted with tac mag. I mean, like camouflage with tac mag, stuff like that. Like, don't be too worried if you don't get accurized. Like, tac mag is nice because it still gives you 5 stability and also gives you another bullet, which is just nice to have. Like, it could be worse, right? You can even do steady rounds if you get like a roll like this. So it's pretty workable. Do remember, like, it's enhanceable, right? So you get like slightly more stats. And honestly, I just think this is a fantastic gun. It's just such a shame that farming it is really not fun. It's really not fun. But I'll let the gameplay speak for itself. I played a Crucible match and a comp match. I played a bunch more games, but I didn't record them. My shadow play broke with the driver update I did, so I missed out on a ton of gameplay. So I got these this morning. It took me hours to play co-op, so hopefully you enjoy. Fuck what?
Show me you can take ground. Hold the zones. Enemy claimed Zone C. Zone A captured. Captured Zone B. You have zone advantage. Zone C captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold. 2 for 1. Triple down. Zone A lost. Together as one. I love it. Let them come. This is their fate. Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone C lost. Zone C captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. I need a hunter like you with a red jacket. Zone A lost. And that's why we have fire teams. Zone C lost. Enemy has zone advantage. Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. I've seen enough. I'm calling this one. Victory is all I ask. Good. You fight like a demon to me. Zone C.
Guardian down.
And that's why we have fire teams. Wonderful!
Guardian down.
Captured Zone A. The lead. I want more, Guardian. We have fire team. Captain Zone B.
Guardian down.
Zone C. 5 minutes remaining. A strong start. Fight on. Zone C lost.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
That was inconceivable. You captured Zone C. You captured Zone A. Victory imminent. Victory well executed.
Guardian down.
Zones controlled. Targets eliminated. Nice work.